Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel if you've been here before. I wanted to share a really important message today that I received while I was in meditation. And this message has to do with vulnerability and authenticity. And these two words were highlighted during my meditation. And it was interesting because this is definitely one of the longer meditations I've ever done. I don't usually go in for this long, but I just totally had to go with the flow. I was feeling really off yesterday. I had some interactions with some people that were like really low vibe. So I could feel this morning when I got up that I was just really not myself, and I felt super drained and very tired and just like all kinds of weird things going on with me. So the very first thing I did was just kind of go into meditation. And as I began my meditation, the entire process was all about clearing. It was all about I was really focusing on, letting things go, letting other people's energies go. There was a massive release. There's two major things right now in my life that I have just released. And one of those is a family member, and the other one was, excuse me. And the other one was something personal that I don't want to mention at the moment, but both of these things were such huge things in my life. And I mean, this is just two right now, kind of this week that I've really processed, but I've been already going through a purging process for the last 3 years since the pandemic started. So I'm sure many of you have been feeling this also, that there's just this desire and this need within you to shed things that don't work, shed people that don't work or that don't resonate with you, and to really allow things to fall away from your life that just don't serve. I don't know what's going on with my throat right now because I just cleared my throat and everything was really great. So, but usually when this kind of throat stuff happens while I'm talking, it's because there's something important in what I'm saying, and there's like a resonance to it. There's something there that needs to be paid attention to. So yeah, just as I was in meditation, and like I said, as I was really focusing on purging and just releasing whatever energies were potentially stuck or on me, or any energetic cords, or just anybody's projections or anything like that, it was like falling away, and I could physically see it falling away, or like, I guess in my mind's eye, I was seeing it falling away as I was focusing on this. And I think that's why this meditation was longer. It was well over an hour. And the process as I was going through, and as I kept clearing, and as I got lighter and lighter in terms of how I was feeling, and I could feel pain and like different sensations in my body leaving me. And as I was going through that process, like the two key words that really kept coming in was vulnerability and authenticity. And what really Spirit was communicating is that these two things are going to be the way of the future for humanity. So there is no other way to exist other than through authenticity, so being truly really authentic, and through vulnerability. So humanity is going through this massive purge and this huge shift right now of really desiring just to be who they are, and really to start living from that place of authenticity within oneself, and to live from that place of vulnerability. Like, it's like, can we get okay with showing our feelings and being vulnerable, and releasing feelings, and just really like exposing that vulnerable side of us to other people. It's like, can we become okay with that? Because that is the way of the future, and that is the only way that humanity is going to be able to operate moving forward. And anyone who is resisting vulnerability, anyone who is resisting authenticity, anyone who is not willing to speak their truth appropriately and really voice, how they are feeling, or what they are thinking, or just in general, like how they feel about any given situation. Anyone who is not willing to show their heart, to really open their heart and live from that space, and show others that, yes, I feel, and yes, that's okay. And it's okay for you to also feel. Those people are really going to struggle, I believe, in the coming years. And I'm not saying this to scare anyone, but it is something that I'm sort of picking up in the collective, because like I said, that is the only way forward from now on, is just to be vulnerable and to be authentic. And the more that we can come into that space within ourselves, and it's going to take time for some of us, you know, and that's okay too. It's not like you have to just do this immediately, like right now, and like that's it, and if you don't do it, you're screwed. No, it's not like that. Everything is a process. Everything takes time. It has taken me significant amount of time also to become vulnerable again, to allow myself to really feel my feelings and to allow others to see that I feel my feelings, you know. It has really taken me a lot of time to, I've always felt authentic. I've always just been real. It's just kind of my nature, but I haven't been fully authentic in certain ways where I allowed other people to control me, or I allowed other people to manipulate my decisions, or I've allowed other people to influence my decisions. Sorry, I got an itch. But there's really something to be said for shedding these things now and to overcome them. And overcoming actually was another key word in the meditation. There was just this, God, I could just feel like my ancestors were so proud of me, and I felt so connected to them, and it was so beautiful. Like just this genuine feeling of like, oh my God, like you're doing it for all of us. Like this overcoming of all of the things that, you know, previous generations of mine have not been able to overcome, all of the difficulties within oneself. And when I talk about those difficulties, this is about slaying your own dragons. It's about really overcoming your own shadow, your own limitations within yourself, and everything that you have restricted from coming into your life due to those limitations. And this overcoming is such a key to self-mastery. It is such a, God, like a massive stepping stone to really becoming who we truly are, and actually to become authentic and to become vulnerable. So it's like I can't even express to you how incredibly awesome I feel, and how much clarity I have around this now, and how important it is. And you know, this morning when I woke up and I went through this purging, and oh my gosh, I deleted literally thousands of emails out of my inbox from a family member that just like has been bombarding me with emails all the time, and certain negative and toxic things that they've been sending me. And it was just like, you know what? Block, delete. And it was a complete cutting off, a complete shutting out, and it felt so incredibly freeing and liberating and authentic and vulnerable and overcoming all at the same time. And it was so, this is like huge for me, guys, like huge. This has been an ongoing issue in my life for the last, like, literally since I was born, but like particularly the last 30 years of my life. This person has had a massive hold on me. Their energy, their manipulation, their control, all of it has been extremely present in my life. And gradually in the last, you know, I'm going to say like not quite 10 years, in 2017 is when my awakening began. And that is actually when I started to process everything and started to realize more and more what this person was doing and how they were manipulating me, and how they have just through their behavior, through their programming, have influenced my life. And that overcoming is like I said, it's like, it's so grand. I can't even express to you in words, because it's literally like taking the shackles off your own wrists, you know? It's like literally becoming free of something that has controlled you and has dominated your life for so long. And I can't even express, like, and I know, and I see this in so many families and in so many people that I talk to and that I coach, that, you know, it's such an issue for so many of us. And overcoming these generational traumas and overcoming these generational karmas, actually, like cycles, these massive cycles that are ending for us right now, is really what is calling us into this authenticity. It's almost like it's pushing us, actually, like this energy is really pushing us and forcing us to really see clearly how you need to be more authentic, and how you need to show up for yourself, and how you need to really take your power back and empower yourself and allow yourself off the hook, how you need to forgive yourself, and perhaps what you need to forgive yourself for. Because that was another theme that actually came up during my meditation, and I just went through this process of deep forgiveness to myself. And actually I was in so much gratitude for everything that I have put myself through as well, because I see how much it has pushed me and how much it has forced me to become this brand new version of myself. And it's really, you know, I get emotional just talking about it. I can feel the emotions rising within me, because again, this is such a massive overcoming within oneself, within myself, that, you know, this is years in the making. And to be able to share this wisdom now that I have as a result of going through this process, and the process of forgiving myself for, you know, mess ups and for mistakes that I've made in the past, and for not seeing things clearly. Like, I see how all of it was necessary to really get me here to the point that I am at now. And without it, I really wouldn't have arrived to this location, to where I truly am right now, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, all of it. So I just have nothing but absolute gratitude for all of the difficulty, for all of the mistakes, for all of the people that have been characters in my story, that have, you know, played their part in my story, that have allowed me to overcome that. It was like they needed to be there. Those toxic people and situations and all those experiences, like, needed to be there in order for me to learn from them, in order for me to be able to overcome them. Like, if that wouldn't have been there, there would have been nothing to overcome, right? So I recognize how incredibly beautiful this journey is, and how important it is for us to really start showing up authentically. It's like, allow the layers to fall away, allow surrender to happen, like, naturally and organically in your life. And that surrender really comes from being willing to just let go and, like, not try to control anyone or anything, and just really recognizing how each individual has played a role in your life, how they have influenced you, how they have actually pushed you to become who you are now. And to me, this is just like, it's magic. Like, I don't have words for it. It's absolute magic. And I see and I recognize now how different I used to see these situations, and how much I was a victim, and how much I felt like a victim, and how empowered I am now versus then. Like, I truly, truly have nothing but gratitude for everything that I've gone through. And sitting here today and having this meditation, and like doing this meditation, actually, there was another very interesting thing that came in, and they showed me the future, how the future's medicine is truly the self. Let me say that again. The future's medicine is the self. That means we are 100% capable of healing ourselves from everything and anything, and that we are capable of recalibrating our own energy and re-amplifying our own energy. And all we need to do is to connect to ourselves, to our own heart space, to connect to spirit. It was like the only thing that really shifted me out of everything that I was feeling over the last, like, all through last night, and then this morning, and like feeling crummy and stuff. And I just can't, like, I'm mind blown about how much that one single meditation of just me focusing my energy and my thought and my willpower and my personal power and everything, and focusing all of that to actually heal myself, to say, no, I'm done with the negative energies. I'm done with allowing myself to just, like, go through my day and feel like shit. I'm done with just allowing other people to take my energy like that. And it was so empowering as I pulled my energy back and I released everything, and I felt literally things physically leaving my body. Like, it was next level, man. And it was so cool. And spirit showed me, like, do you see, Kata? Like, this is the way. This is the future. This is how man will heal himself, through inner focus, because we all have that innate gift within us. We all have that innate power within us to do this and to accomplish this. But it must be practiced, and you must be willing to go there. You must be willing to be vulnerable and to be authentic. It's like, jealousy is oh gosh, what a waste of time. Don't ever be jealous of anyone's journey. always recognize how much power you have to shift and change your own journey. And don't ever forget that everything is in life and in the universe works based on the law of karma. There are many universal laws, but the law of karma is one of them. And I was reminded, and I even wrote it down for myself yesterday, that nothing comes for free. The law of karma states that every single thing that every person is going through is something that they're going through because they either accumulated a lot of really great karma in their last lifetime, and so they get rewards in this lifetime, or they have done a lot of work in this lifetime and then as a result have gotten really amazing rewards as well. So it's like, don't ever be jealous of anyone's journey or you know, how they got there or whatnot, or what they have, because it's so easy to look at people just on the outside and be envious and think like, oh, well, you know, must be nice for them because they have the money and they have the car and they have the wife, or excuse me, they have whatever, right? And it's so easy to get caught up in that, and that's so ego, that's so not vulnerable, and that is so not authentic. So recognizing that and even seeing the connection with that and how incredibly important it is just to focus on yourself, man, and use your God-given gift and power to change your life. And you change it so much faster through meditation, through simply aligning your energy and your heart and your mind and your soul to spirit, to God, to the creator that makes this world go round, that makes this entire universe go round. It's like, can you just trust in that higher power and connect to it daily and realize how much it can bring into your life, how much self-empowerment it can give you, that you can literally heal yourself from anything and everything? Like, you have no idea how shitty I felt this morning, and how I feel now. I'm gonna sense that you're gonna pick that up through this video. Like, it's a whole different ball game. And that was not because I had smoothies or went for a walk or any of that. And while those things are amazing and great and necessary to support our physical bodies, that wasn't the thing that actually healed me or put me into this position and into this feeling and into this power. It was meditation. It was focus and connecting this with this and that. There you go. There's your formula. So I'm going to leave you with this message. Thank you so much for watching. If you dig the vibe, definitely subscribe and hit the like button on your way out to help this channel grow so that other people really can hear this message. People need to hear this message. Vulnerability and authenticity is the key to overcoming and to becoming a brand new version of you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.